I'm now being joined by the ADC governorship candidate in the race, Ambassador Bejide who was a 3-time secretary to the government of Ekiti State. Thanks so much indeed for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Sheon, and good evening, viewers.
Yeah, how does these the election, the outcome of it, how does it come to you?
One, the election was a very bad one. Yesterday was a very bad day for democracy in Ekiti State. It was a day when democracy took a flight from Ekiti State. It was a day when the polling, particularly my polling booths, became a political marketplace where votes were canvassed for, sold, and bought by politicians. It was a day the security agents abandoned their duties and they took sides with the oppressor. It was a day that the hungry people went and took money from the oppressors in exchange for their rights. Generally, it was a very bad day. My polling booth where I voted was massive rigging, massive sale of votes, and it happened everywhere in the state. It merely shows that you don't need to campaign again. All you need to do is to keep your money for the election day and buy votes. And the government of the day has weaponized poverty, and that makes it so easy for them to buy votes.
So let's get it clearly.
Yeah.
You are alleging that there was vote buying.
Yes.
Did that happen at your polling unit? Did you see it?
I saw it happening. It happened. As a matter of fact,
In your own polling unit?
in my own polling booths.
Who are the perpetrators of these vote buying?
I was the target of the main one from my local governments as a candidate. They had boasted before that the ambassador would not even win from his polling booth. I was shocked. In my town where I facilitated the construction of roads when I was SSG, a town where I've helped several people, but they kept on saying I will not win my polling booths. On the day of election, after doing the normal routine, the vice chairman of the local government, a lady, came with a big bag full of money. I saw it. All our members saw it. And they challenged her. Why should you bring money?
Do you have evidence? Were you able to?
We captured everything.
You have it on tape?
Yes.
How they were given the money? This was like how much? Do you have an estimation of?
It was a very big bag she brought. And
in a Ghana must go.
Yeah, Ghana must go. So when we challenged her and she could not go further, she had to call the chairman of the local government, Mr. Kolola, who came to join her to confront us. At that moment, when he could not go further, he had to call Senator Adaramodu, who also came with his own bag of money. And a particular young guy.
Senator Adaramodu is a sitting senator and a spokesperson of the Senate.
Exactly.
And you are alleging that
yes,
he was involved in vote buying.
He was involved.
That's a very heavy allegation.
I know what I'm
Ambassador.
saying. I know what I'm saying. He came with them. They all came together.
And you saw him with the bag of money?
I saw his aides with the bag of money. He came with policemen, almost 50 policemen.
Wow.
To my polling booths. Thereafter, one Makinde Araoye also came with almost 50 policemen. It was like a battleground. And this Makinde is younger than my first son. He pushed me. He was not supposed to be there. Makinde was not supposed to be there. Adaramodu was not supposed to be there. They beat up my driver. They injured him seriously. He was in a coma. His body was full of blood. He's still in the hospital. That was how bad it was yesterday. And it happened like that everywhere. Vote buying.
So you are alleging collusion of the ruling APC, and you've mentioned specific names of those who are in the APC
who came to
with
my
the
polling
police
booth to harass my people. With the police, we alerted the police. The policeman said, "But the money is not here." I said, "The money is. Look at the money up there." He said, "He will not leave the polling booth." And they brought in policemen. It was very bad. The money that was supposed to be used.
Did you think that you were going to ever? Do you think you were able to win this election in the first place?
One, I did so much to be able to win the election.
I saw that on Thursday,
yes.
Senator David Mark, Ogbeni Aregbesola, and a few of your party chieftains, they came to the state. The feel and the mood that you got as a politician, you've been in this game for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, even when you know you are in the race, but something will tell you, instinct will tell you whether or not you have any chance in the world in winning this election. Do you think you are a match to Biodun Yebanji?
Let me tell you, nobody campaigned as much as I did for this election. They were not campaigning. I went to almost all the towns and villages to campaign.
The governor said some of you were just on social media, you were not on the ground.
That is no claim. I'm saying again that I went to all villages to campaign.
But did you put your posters and your billboards?
The issue of posters is another thing. Before we started the campaign, the governor had occupied the entire space with his posters and billboards, as if it was coming for the first time. Traditionally, when a city governor is putting his campaign posters and billboards, he's supposed to exhibit his achievements in terms of road construction, in terms of health services. But the present governor was putting up his pictures for everybody as if he was coming in for the first time. And they took it as a habit to remove all our posters and billboards. If you ask from the BTB, they will tell you the same story. That was exactly what they were doing. In any case, it is not the billboard that will vote. We went out to meet the artisans, the drivers, the pensioners, everywhere we went. For almost 2 months, I was moving from places to places.
So, Ambassador,
yes.
The governor won in every of the 177 wards.
Yes.
He won perhaps 16 of the local government, and it was Fayoshe that has done that before. He has done that, and in fact beating Fayoshe's record, because Fayoshe didn't win in all of the wards, 177 wards. And you were claiming as though that the election was rigged, the election was manipulated.
Yes.
And you don't think that the figure as announced by INEC was a real figure?
Let me tell you, Shehu, what we have at the moment was not the figure in terms of the election.
Do you think that the figure was manipulated?
I suspect it was just something fed into the computers.
Really?
Yes. I'm telling you. For instance, in Ekiti, how do you imagine that we will score 1,000 votes in Ekiti?
Yourself?
Yes, we have my deputy governor, where we campaign vigorously. Is anybody rejoicing on the street? Nobody. It was a sad day for everybody in Ekiti State. You are here. Get the feelers, apart from those who were rejoicing with the governor and his colleagues. It has been a sad moment for Ekiti people. What is the justification for winning in all the words? What has it done? I was in government before. With 2 billion naira, we built roads. We constructed roads, water, and provided electricity. The pensioners have not been paid in the last 60 years. What will be the basis of winning everywhere? His election, his position as governor is the worst in the history of the state.
Really?
Even those who
in terms of performance?
In terms of performance, you cannot point to anything.
What about infrastructure, Governor?
It's zero. Apart from the bridge, the flyover he built, nothing. The roads are bad. You need to go through Ekiti and see yourself. Even those who did well, they didn't win a second term. Fayemi did well, he didn't win a second term. Adebayo did well, he didn't win a second term. He didn't do anything. I'm saying again, he's the worst governor. Find out from the people.
So what are you going to do now? What are your options?
My options are many. One of them is to consult with my party people. We're just collecting the results from all the units. We'll analyze the results and I'll take an appropriate action.
Do you think that this is some kind of referendum on your party, opposition party? Do you think that there is an acceptability of opposition in the Nigerian political space? Because the feeler we're getting is that APC thinks, and the chieftains of the APC and their leadership think that these are signals to what could happen in 2027, that their party is on the ground, their party is popular, their party has performed, and they deliver to the Nigerian people.
For us in the Ekiti State, as I said, this is the worst government in terms of performance, in terms of leadership. As we talk at the moment, some of our citizens are in captivity in the last 2 months. The governor has not visited the place. And that is leadership. We have been there twice. I'm telling you, in these states, Ekiti State is the only state without a single industry in the southwest. So, in what way do you assess his performance? If you go to the hospitals.
So you don't think that this signals that APC might just win the 2027 election?
No,
because there are just only one election. There's only one more election before the 2027 election. If they win Osho, they are telling Nigerians that they are on the ground. They have 30-something plus governors, and they say they've performed. President Tinubu has delivered. Oyebaji said he's done well for his people. You don't think that this is a signal that APC is really costing home in all of that? Is it not some kind of statement to the opposition that opposition is literally non-existent?
I can assure you, if the government is doing well, there will be no need for them to buy votes. There will be no need at all. The signal I'm getting is that if we are not careful, the remaining election will be conducted in this manner. Vote buying, violence, intimidation, manipulation of the beavers. It's a dangerous trend. That is what has happened in Ekiti State.
All right.
Vote buying, intimidation, use of power. That is why the people are not rejoicing.
All right.
That is why they're not happy.
Ambassador Bejide Oluwadare, ADC Governorship candidate, many thanks for your time tonight. I really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.